Peace and blessings to all. This is Recorded Podcast. Please follow us on Instagram. Please follow us on YouTube. If you can't find it, go to the Instagram, click in the bio, find the link tree. It'll send you right to it. You see me in person, you send me a DM. Anyway, this is Recorded Podcast. I want to get the video portion. I want to do more of that. I like it. It's a lot of trial and error, but I want to do it. And you should do whatever you want to do. But this is recorded, YouTube. Let's get it. I don't have audio like that. I'm going to do a little something this week, but I really want to get the YouTube going. So please follow the YouTube. Keep it going. And it's just about transparency. I hope that you guys are doing what you love. The summer is coming up. Can't do too much, so I'm going to a festival today, and I'm going out of town. We starting to live our life. We starting to travel. We starting to feel a little bit normal. And it's time because everything in the world is not normal. But what you can do is try to normalize your life as much as possible. And what that looks like is getting yourself whole, getting yourself right, and getting yourself ready to live the best life you can live. Because as we know, tomorrow's not promised. So I believe that we got to live every day like it's the last, almost, within reason. But this is Recorded Podcast. What can I say about it? It's just a place where I try to bring people that can relate, try to motivate people on their journey, and just do whatever I want, whatever I like, just like you should be doing. So, I'm just getting on here because I want to make something. I want to be transparent. It's hard to find guests. It's hard to come up with ideas. It's hard to keep going when your numbers feel like nothing, and it's like, why am I doing it? Why am I spending all this time on something that ain't going nowhere? But keep going. I love it. Like, that's literally the relationship I have with it. It's like, I love it. It's like being with somebody that may not be showing you nothing much at the time, but they will show you something eventually. I love the game. I love creating content that's positive for the people. I love talking to people. That's why when podcasts came along, I knew this was the perfect thing for me. And I really wanted to do it. The field is definitely oversaturated, so I got to come different. I got to come with, this is recorded. I got to talk about my own topics. I got to bring peaceful stuff into the world. I got to do all of that. So your support is everything. It means everything. We got new cameras. We doing different things with microphones. We trying different things. I want to see this podcast grow bigger and better, but we at that crunch time right now. It's like, it's hard for you. So what you gonna do? You gonna fold? I've been doing this since 2017, so it's like off and on, off and on. You gonna go for another 3 months break? You gonna do this? You gonna do that? Or you gonna push? So today I'm asking everybody to push. I got different clips, different content. Just watch what's coming up next. I'm just want to do more video. So please, like I said, go on that YouTube. Get in tune with the YouTube. Get in tune with yourself. Really, really find yourself. It's so important, man, to do the work. Therapy is really great, but therapy means finding yourself more than anything. More than just a therapist to me, it means finding yourself. These people are here for you to get an opinion from somebody that doesn't know you at all, so you feel like you're not judged, and they just talk to you about your life, and they literally mold you into making the best you. That's what therapy is to me. But also therapy is, finding, going on a walk, working out, doing things that you always wanted to do that may be difficult, but you needed to do. Have that uncomfortable conversation. Do different things like that. But that's what it is, and that's what we all need, because like I said before, man, you know what's going on. I try not to talk about topics that's going on in the world, but you know that the world is rough right now. The world is hard right now. So it's like, are you going to continue to waste your days moping around, thinking about this, thinking about that, or are you going to start living? Are you going to start doing the hard work on yourself? I've been to therapy. I did the work on myself. My first therapy session, I could barely get my name out without crying. I had to do the work on myself. It was a really hard time in my life, but I wanted it. So I did it. I made it happen. I believe you can make it happen. I thank you for always supporting This Is Recorded. I thank you if this is your first time seeing the video, seeing anything, hearing anything. And I just thank everybody. I want everybody to come whole, I want everybody to love themselves. I want them to love on their families. I want them to have the uncomfortable conversations to get comfortable in life. I want us to all push ourselves. I want to hold myself accountable. It's time for me to eat better, work out more, do different things. I don't want to just preach these things and I don't do it. It's time. And I think we can do it. I believe in us. I believe in you. And this is recorded.
Stay in school.
What happened? You don't be like you, right?
Don't be locked up in the summer like me.
Cause wow, what you had to eat in there, man?
We had to eat bricks. We made bricks with ramen noodles and chips. We ain't had nothing, bro.
Yeah, man.
My family only put $3 in my commissary. $3.
Yeah, man. So what's your last words for the children, man?
Stay out of jail. Stay in school.
All right, here we go. The Backyard Diaries. Mr. Morale. Favorite song?
Favorite song probably had to be Count Me Out. I do like Die Hard. And something about Father Time.
Favorite beat so far?
Ooh. Favorite beat.
It's still very
I
new.
do like the first one, the Grief. Is it Untitled Grief?
I'm not sure. We still living with it. We're not.
But I like how the beat changes with it, with the like it's like the piano comes in with it, like they clash to what the beat is. I like, and it sounds like off beat but on beat at the same time. It's weird, but it's pretty dope. Like I like that.
Favorite, I guess, message from the album.
Ooh, favorite message. It's okay to have help. It also is showcasing a wife that is, willing to stick around to help their husband through dark times. So that was a message I got too as well. It's okay, to go through therapy and kind of express your feelings and kind of acknowledge them. So I got that through that too.
Favorite song to turn up to?
Ooh, Silent Hill.
Yeah, that one is a banger right now, man.
Yeah.
Now, you've successfully succeeded to get Kendrick tickets. Song you plan on turning up to, I guess, out of the catalog, period.
Man. It's so many. Because he can go back to his old stuff. He can go to, DNA. He can do Humble. He can do Don't Kill My Vibe. He can do...
I mean, she's okay with it. She didn't...
I don't know the name of it, but that Martin Had a Dream, Kendrick Had a Dream.
Oh, that's the Backseat Freestyle. Oh,
man.
What's the Man Down?
Oh, yeah.
Wave. Oh, man.
That one it, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's going to be pretty dope.
Any inspiration you got from the album for your own creativity?
Oh, yeah. I got plenty of inspiration. It's great to hear, it's like a breath of fresh air, just hearing new things coming from Kendrick, because we ain't heard nothing from him in a minute. So it's been like 2017 since we, heard something from him. So, hearing this again and then having like the 2-layer album to it is pretty dope. And then hearing the message through it was pretty dope as well. So I think it was well worth it. The wait, it was worth the wait.
Message to people that didn't get tickets.
You suck, I guess. Young Reg, we're talking about Kendrick Lamar's new project,
Yes.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Yes.
So, what was your first reaction to the opening of the CD? Like, what was the feeling that you got?
I knew it was headed down into Pimp a Butterfly level, but I knew he was going to make it more digestible. So it was like excitement, because I love both. but definitely Damn was like, I always consider Damn like, if somebody never heard hip hop before, I would play Damn for them because it's a mixture of everything, but it's still true to the essence of hip hop.
Also, was it a track on the project that you thought that it was kind of like so, or did everything ride?
I didn't really understand the argument one, but I think it's more of like true art than it is an actual song.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to get to a point like we argue bad and then we make up and have toxic sex and the cycle continues.
Yeah.
And that's how the majority of people's relationships are nowadays.
Was there a track that stood out to you for as like inspirational wise?
Father Time, like I didn't have dad issues as much as most, but Father Time definitely stood out for, you know, black dad stuff, but also, you know, at the end of it, you know, that song was just so deep.
Yeah.
Mother I Sober is just like, wow. Because it's like talking about the mom's trauma projecting on him, and it played a role in his life. And it talks about breaking the curses. And then at the end, you know, you hear his wife say, I love you, I'm proud of you, you did it. And then with the kids coming in, his daughter at the end saying, thank you, father, thank you, mother, thank you, brother. That was deep. That one gets you teary-eyed. Also, the first time I heard, that's not on the album, but The Heart, Part 5.
Yeah, what did you think about that? Like, with that, your initial hearing it first. I'm not sure if you heard it first and then saw the video.
I seen the video.
Seen the video?
First, so I had to digest it, and that Nipsey part just tore me up.
The Nipsey part really got to me.
I was tearing up like crazy because it was just like the part that killed me or made me so emotional was like, I know I'm not ready to leave, but I know, Father, I completed my mission. I was like, whoa, these are bars.
It's
these
just like,
are bars.
I felt like, I don't know, like he channeled through Kendrick on that. It was like crazy.
Yeah, he said, to my mother, to my brother, I'm in heaven. I mean, and then when he said that, you had to see it for you to feel it. It was like, you know how people portray Jesus in crucifixion. When people that seen it and stuff, it was like, whoa. And then, you know, people think of Nipsey Hussle as almost like a messenger. Like, he lived a life, he empowered people in a different way through gangbanging and stuff, but he made it digestible and people loved him and he passed, but his spirit grew as he passed. So The Heart Part 5, genius.
Yes. It was awesome. Tell me what you think about the surprise appearance of Kodak Black on the CD. What did you think about that?
I think part of Mr. Morale is like he takes these flawed people, number one being himself in Kendrick, and he puts them in positions like we're not perfect. Just like on Savior, he said Drake is not your savior, J. Cole, Future, he is not your savior. So I think he's humanizing us, that cancel culture and different things is like, I heard it before, we don't need cancel culture, we need counsel culture, where people need help. If you continue to do it, then obviously it's a problem, but we need to help each other more than like criticize each other.
What do you think, how you feel about the Auntie Diaries?
That was deep. It is just so sad, the society we lived in. They like, yeah, I can't listen to the song, it's disgusting, but what he was saying was, even when I listened back, you know, a couple times, like this week, he was saying that his auntie that turned to a man was the first person that got him into rapping. So it's like these people can inspire you from all kinds of walks of life. So Auntie Diaries is amazing. And for people battling, and even for him at the end challenging the church that like, I'm sorry, I'm going to love my family no matter what they choose.
That's what's up. What are you thinking about the Mr. Morale and Big Steppers on tour?
I just think about when Count Me Out. When they play Fuck It Up, I'm gonna completely lose my mind. I'm gonna leave Earth, especially when the claps come in and they sing, the choir goes on and on. The claps and choirs get me every time.
Yeah.
If you put that in any songs, in the G Mary song, you know, he had a song, Grateful. You know, that kind of got me with the claps and stuff. I love claps. Love the soul claps.
Anything you gotta say to the people that didn't get a ticket to this
We
Kendrick
will
Lamar tour?
definitely turn up in your name, in your honor. And you know what? I remember being there, not getting in, but I'm glad I'm on the other side of that. And you will be one day too.
Shout out.
I think so.
This is recorded. Peace and blessings to all. This is Recorded Family. It's your boy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. This is Recorded. I'm trying different things. I love the podcast, but I love content. I love creating. And I love speaking to the people. I wanted to have a transparency hour, man. Recently, it's been hard to get different guests for people starting podcasts. Getting a guest-based podcast is a little bit hard. It's better if you could find somebody to build with or find a way to do your own thing. But in the podcast world, it's a little bit hard doing guest-based. But I really end up getting it done most of the time. But it could get discouraging when you're not finding the people and people not coming on. So for people thinking about that, you know, really think about it. And, you know, it's hard getting a team, like I said. But I wanted to come to y'all with Transparency Hour, man. Like I said, it's hard. And, you know, you want to give up. Like, I did a long stretch before where I had a lot of guests and did a lot of things with different podcasts. But then it started getting hard. Then I started doing them on my own, and recording a podcast on your own is a little bit hard to keep people engaged. And people like to see natural interactions and stuff like that. But don't give up, I guess, is what it is. And this is part of me doing that. I invested in a camera, got a credit card, 12 months, you know, paid no interest, you know, stuff like that. Be smart when you're making these moves, but also take them risks, because, you know, without no risk, you can't really get no reward, as cliche as it is. You know, I heard before, Will Smith, got the Will Smith book I'm reading. Y'all could do the jokes with what y'all want to do with that, but, you know, Will Smith said before, like jumping out of a plane, he said, sometimes greatness is on the other side of fear. So for all my creative people or anybody out there doing anything or working on themselves, take that risk, take that jump. Jump out there with no parachute and, you know, hope that the Most High picks you up or whatever you believe in yourself, anything. Just try it. But like I said, you know, it's a lot of self-doubt with being a creative. I was chopping up my good brother G Merrick. Shout out to him. Go listen to all his music. We was talking about, you know, like for me, I have a job. My wife is a nurse. She has a career, and it's kind of hard to stay motivated when it's like, you know, first of all, number one, the money is way bigger when somebody has a real career versus just a job they work in. So it's hard. And then when you put in being a man and being a black man, it's definitely hard when you're like, damn, like, I don't make enough money if something happened, you know. What about when we have children? Like, what if something happened? Like, my money don't add up. And you start to stress yourself. But on this creative journey and being a creative, you got to really, really believe in yourself and what you're doing. And you got to keep trying. The number one thing is that you give up. I love the Nipsey Hussle, the king, man. I love his quote, find your purpose or you wasting the air. My purpose is for the people. I want to do it through podcasts. I want to keep it going, but I really started going hard in the podcast when it became oversaturated. If you look, I started This Is Recorded in 2017. If you go on Apple Podcasts or SoundCloud, I think the first one was in October of 2017, but I didn't stay consistent with it, and consistency is everything. But just whatever you're doing, stay consistent. And, you know, like I was telling my brother G Merrick last night, is that we in this relationship with being a creative, and it's an abusive one sometimes. It's like, you know, you giving, and it's not giving you nothing back. But when you love it, just like you love a person, you want to work it out, you want to keep it going, you want it to be successful. So you're going to have them stumbles and breaks and the breaking points, but you want to keep going. And my message to everybody, creative or not, is to keep going and really find your purpose. Like for me, I had a job. I was like, you know, and I wanted to do this program, and it was like, well, I ain't gonna make no money in this program, so why would I do it? But I took a jump out there, and the money ended up being more, and now I'm off 4 days out the week instead of 2, Monday through Friday. So it gives me the opportunity to create. So sometimes even when things ain't perfect in life, you got to take that jump out there. You got to make that jump, and you'll be surprised at what really happens. And for my people, this is the transparency hours. It's like, for me, it's helped me, man. These 4 days off, I'm connecting with myself. I'm meditating and praying every day. I'm reading inspirational quotes every day. I'm checking up on people. I'm creating videos and doing this content. I'm buying things that I was scared to buy, or getting around the things I wouldn't get to. I'm getting a chance to read. You know, I'm doing different things, man. And I just really wanted to come on here and be transparent with people, because this is my point right now where I'm in limbo, and it's hard to keep creating and keep going. But for anybody out there, you know, listening and stuff like that, and speaking for me, this is recorded video and evidence for me. Like, Reg, keep going, keep believing in yourself. Shout out to the good boy Bob, man, Irvin. Shout out to G Merrick, Lil Dude, my aunt Raj, Shay, everybody. G Merrick, of course, everybody that supports the podcast, be listening, that's watching this video. Man, my boy King James, J.O., Alton, everybody that's been on our podcast before, I thank you. But I wanted to just come on here and create content and keep going. And honesty is what's in, but also a part of the Will Smith and different things. It's like, sometimes trying to find yourself, you're going to find out, like, I don't really like that shit. So on your journey, be patient with yourself, learn from your mistakes, but keep going and keep believing in yourself, because you're going to make it. You're going to be great, but you just got to surround yourself with good people. You got to know knowledge yourself to keep going. And you just really have to believe, man. So it's nothing really. I just was really inspired by Kendrick's album and everything. So me and my boy, I'll show you these clips right after this video. Me and my boy G Merrick, you know, we went and we talked about different things off the album. We got tickets to the concert. July 30th, we in there. Kendrick, we see you, baby. Come on, This Is Recorded. Somebody go get Kendrick. Get him on the phone, tell him we need him on This Is Recorded, man. Hit up Dave Free, his manager. Somebody find him, tell him we need him on This Is Recorded. There's great black business going on. And just we was talking about different things. I went to a waterfall this week I've always wanted to go to. I've been doing things I've always wanted to do. So this is my message to you watching this video, is to do what you want to do. Fix the things in your life you need to get. I went to the doctor recently. Like, I want to know my levels, because by my birthday in August, I want to just be all the way right. I'm getting older. I want no medication, no nothing. My black people, my people, just know, like, hey, we got to get right, and we got to do a lot of preventative things, man. Like, anything. If you got colon cancer in your family, or prostate cancer, whatever it is, you got to get checked, man. Go out there, get checked. Do whatever. They're just making fun of me because they like, dog, you don't got to get checked till you're 45. So if you want to finger up your ass, that's between you. But, like, relax, bro. But, man, for everybody, it was just part of me taking accountability. Like, yo, I really want to live this life to the fullest. I want you to live this life to the fullest. And that's the whole thing of This Is Recorded. It's recorded conversations to motivate the people to live the best life that they have. Because we don't know when that last day is. So today, make the changes. Love your loved ones. Love your family. Fix those relationships. Break off those relationships, because they weren't real ones if they could just leave you anyway. And just do whatever you got to do to keep yourself motivated, to keep yourself going. I thank everybody for listening to This Is Recorded. I hope this helped you. Go watch some clips now. Me and my brother G Merrick. Maybe I'll put the waterfall in the beginning or the end of this video. And just thank you for everything. Peace and blessings. And This Is Recorded.